Alright, sorry about that. Hold on. Shit. Does that work? Damn. Alright. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Shit. Eh. Okay. Alright, that looks good. And just. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry about that delay and uh, that nonsense, when I was starting out. But, yeah. But yeah, what's up, everybody? We are live. Everybody being just me at the moment. But what's up? We are live and doing another Doki Doki Literature Club side story stream. Um, and when I say another, I mean actually the second to last side story stream. Because I believe. Let me just click that out. I believe there is this story. I believe we have. All right, come on, let's boot it up. Ooh, an error occurred. Oh well, okay, it's running. All right, there we go. All right, but yes, I am back. Um, I am back. I'm doing. I am. Uh, Hopefully, going to be able to do more streams again. Do them more frequently. I mean, maybe not as frequently as, say, um, when I first started streaming and it was just like back to back to back. But I, uh, I hope you like this really sus, this really sus, this CG of Natsuki. But anyway, yeah, let's see, go to side stories. But yeah, so I'm not gonna be doing like right now. I'm done with my classes. I'm done with all my classes for college. So I'm in a position where I can stream more regularly and make more content on YouTube. Um, and speaking of which, there is this project that I posted about in the community post tab. Make sure to go check that out. But I have a project that I want to work on. Um, but yeah, for whoever's watching, I'll just give you one hint. It's something to do with poetry. Uh, but don't worry, it's not gonna be anything like the cringy poetry reading videos I made back when I was like 16. Um, no, it won't be anything like that. It'll be something. It'll be something cool. It'll be something good. Uh, but yeah. So, as I was saying, though, we have reflection and then we have self love. Um, and I think there's like one more story or one more side story after self love, and it's just like a single part. That's what I've read at least. So, next stream will be the finale stream because we'll do self love and then we'll do that last little side story. So, yeah. So this is the second to last one. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and shit, and then just get started with this. But but yeah. Oh, and yes. So, um, but yeah, and also be looking out for more uh, info on the project I'll be working on. I'll after I finish the DDLC series, I'll do more gaming content, but I also have that project. But anyway, I said I was going to stop talking about it, but I kept talking about it, so now I'm really going to stop talking about it. Alright, so where we left off, I think, I mean, the story says the thing here says it's supposed to be focusing on Monica and Yuri, but so far it's really been more about Yuri and Natsuki, but whatever. And Monica, you know, has been trying to get Yuri and Natsuki to reconcile their differences and has started a fight and all that shit. But anyway, a new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So, she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible. Oh, Jesus, the quality of this video is terrible. Oh, no, that's just... Sorry, I was checking the stream. Okay, yeah, that's just my, that was just my computer. Alright, sorry. Sayori has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. Yeah, okay, I actually do the same exact thing, honestly. Whenever I write in general, but yeah, especially with poetry. That's really how the only way I'm ever able to write anything, honestly, is by doing that. It's vacant because the ship sailed away. Holy shit, that's pretty good. Yo! Oh, fuck. Yo! Yo! Hey, yo! Oh, shit. Yeah! Natsuki! But, yeah, Jesus, that was pretty good for Sayori. Damn. Thought she was an airhead. Okay. Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Ah, she was there.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I know you want me listening in on your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that.
Shit, let me just adjust it because to make me a little more centered. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really unset. Like, I want the camera to be in a certain way. Shit, that's still too much. Okay. Alright.
Should I let you finish that up then?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's a good setup. Alright. Sorry guys.
Oh no, it wasn't... I mean, I just do it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monica, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Huh? Why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club room by herself, so... Oh, jeez. Does Yuri really let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. Some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while. As soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, Natsuki. When drama has happened, Like whenever there's something like this, it just doesn't work like that. It will always kind of be in the air. Like those feelings will always stick in the air, even if you ignore it. You have to resolve it. That's the only way you can deal with shit like that. And I know because, that's just how it works. Alright, when you have drama. Okay.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too.
It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. I just realized that. Let's figure this out together. I can't tell if she's pissed or, like, I don't know.
Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff.
Oh god, that Suki's voice is killing me. Okay, so wait. I feel like I don't really explain this ever, like when I do these streams, but like the reason I do the voices is because honestly because it's something to do, because otherwise it's just me reading fucking lines, and that gets boring, especially when this part of the game doesn't have any gameplay. So, like, when nothing really exciting is going on, it gives me something to do. But anyway, which, I know they're bad, but, like, that's kind of, it's sort of like an ironic thing. It's not meant to be taken seriously. And if you have been taking it seriously, and I'm like, that's not what they would sound like, then that's fucking on you, because I always meant these voices to be a joke, I'm not a voice actor, I just like to do shit like that. Anyway, that was my rant for today. Well, my second one. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. But I'm gonna keep doing the voices, as much as I want to. So maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from.
I was happy the way things were before we had to have that conversation yesterday.
What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga?
Maybe. I doubt it, though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, and I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen.
Is it because it came from Yuri?
No! Why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so better than me. Just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga, or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance.
I see.
I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? Ha! After this? Obviously not.
What about before this?
Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated.
I see. Nice shit. But I like Yuri's books.
Yeah, but you like manga more, right?
Sayori shakes her head.
I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just go with. The fantasy has a lot to interpret and cover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together.
See, this is why Sayori is the GOAT. Because I know she's gonna be able to fix all of this.
But the most important thing is that both of Well, that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves.
Is that better? Yeah, that works.
So,
Fuck, that's still 2. Yeah, no, that works. Sorry, I've been fucking with the camera all this time.
so I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think.
I mean, there's fantasy manga. That's a thing.
How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was with Monica when I was new to the club. And then it was with you. And then it was you.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a fight.
And now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person is being such a jerk. If they just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why. And I don't know what to do about it.
Or maybe it's, you know, the fact that you think everyone's a jerk and you're making that assumptions and you're pushing everyone away because of those assumptions. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki.
Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder.
You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes it makes it harder for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them. Other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get them communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of, reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like, my friends, and I guess my dad.
Ooh! Finally brought it up. Finally fucking brought it up. Like, bro.
Like, when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like when my room isn't clean.
Who?
He'll beat the shit out of me!
No, she didn't say that.
So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So, things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong, and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry, and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No, our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about ourselves. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and that I'm just way above that garbage. And I'm terrible for feeling that way. If not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings.
This is an interesting take.
Say that to yourself, out loud. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way that I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommate.
What?
You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. And if you can see each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then, and it's gonna make you feel like poop.
Yeah.
So, the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand?
The way she's like approaching this is kind of weird. Like she could just like I find it weird how she's not telling Natsuki like, yeah, if you're feeling that, then that's wrong. Like Sayori just really knows how to handle people. Like she's just yeah. That's just a really good skill to have, honestly.
How do you know so much about this?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression.
Oh shit, she just said it out loud. Wow.
Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know. I am not.
Oh shit.
I am not my feelings.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
Sound like you. Aw, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you.
Natsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayori's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Damn. This is really deep. This is the deep shit that like was missing from a few of the other past like it would like for some reason these side stories were really deep at first. When like Sayori said she wanted to like where she had thoughts about oofing herself, but like and then it just like I don't know, just like it's not like they weren't it's not like the side stories weren't like I mean the writing was good. It was good. It just wasn't like really tense shit like this. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. It wasn't as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. Ooh. Oh, this is a new scene. This is new music too. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Oh shit, wrong voice. Please don't yell at me. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I would just try to jump in. Did she go on a different floor of the building? What? It looks like is she on a different floor of the fucking building? Next time, I won't just try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me. I thought you were the one mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument.
I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset.
Hold on. That's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monica takes the seat next to her on the suitcase. Suitcase. Staircase, fuck. Suitcase. Yes, sitting on a suitcase. Alright.
I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from them.
What kinds of negative thought patterns?
Like, everyone hates me, especially Natsuki.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you.
How do you know?
Well, because Monica thinks back to the time that she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki. Now, a display of maturity from Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the reason. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But you know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first, before she feels comfortable returning it. Oh. Yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah, that that makes sense.
Oh, but that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just...
Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you.
Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place.
Anymore? Wait a minute. She used to be talkative?
Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back.
Oof, I can relate to that.
That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectable when people speak their mind. So I did, and then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like Sayori and I like you. We've gotten to know you a lot by now, right?
Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Oof, Monica's got a point. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki?
I don't think about her. That's not what I meant, really. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person, so for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes... That's just the worst kind of insult, coming from someone like her. It makes me think bad things about her. Everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. That doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I
first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, you know. Bro, I feel this should be renamed Doki Doki Therapy Club or something because all these characters need fucking help. Like, especially fucking Yuri, Natsuki, and um, Yuri and Natsuki. Well, okay, Sayori has her depression, and Monica. I don't know. Monica's just Monica, but people need help, man. These people need help. Or we can, you know, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. And so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Sorry, I'm just reading it sober. Oh, Yuri, I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to, like, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what Sayori was saying too. They're both saying the same thing, basically. To, um, like, Sayori saying the same thing to Natsuki that Monica is saying to, like, to Yuri. Bro, it's almost as if Monica and Sayori are, like, communicating telepathically or something. I just want to be a good person. Well, Natsuki said the same fucking thing. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate it to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself that you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. They're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I can't stand it when the pieces disturb me like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the piece is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so... Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle, and I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to that side of you. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too. To write her a letter. Oh, a letter. What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she puts so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. And I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. And there's a type of person, or that there's a type of person, or a magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. Yeah, that's right. And you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's so unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You have always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori, too. And it makes me happy, because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. I like this music. Monica never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Yeah, she's a good listener. Or at least that's what it seemed like to me. She may not be a good talker, but she seems like she's a good listener. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true. Sayori and Monica are naturally more comfortable with other people and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. Oh, I see. I find it. Oh, and Natsuki is not good at reflection and self awareness, but Yuri is. It's interesting. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. A very shy girl with long, pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fists pressed into her collarbone. Is this one of the? Is this one of the four? Is this just Yuri? When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. This is just. Oh, is this Yuri when she first came in? Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected. This was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monica glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunch. What? Why did... Why did it not... Okay, that's very strange. Why did it reintroduce Yuri? That's weird. It started out with Yuri. I thought it was either going to be the introduction for her to the club or... Okay. Okay, that was just weird. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What? Is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want help? Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. You aren't really doing anything. One sec. Monica trots back into her classroom, says something like, I gotta go, to her friends, and grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. You know, I relate a lot to, like, Yuri just in stuff. Like, I'm not, like, that shy or whatever. I actually kind of like this in middle school. I was like this in middle school and a lot through high school. Like, when I became, like, a junior, senior, I sort of stopped being like that. But yeah, I really relate, like, especially to this situation where Yuri's just walking in on a bunch of friends, and Yuri doesn't want to make friends with those people, but she wants to talk to Monica. But anyway, Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two of them set off. How are you today? Huh? Me? Yes. Oh gosh, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today. Just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. Same. Same. How come? Well, I don't know. I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too. I do that too. Hey, this classroom is empty. Let's go in here. There's no one watching. And it's been a while since someone really tuned into one of my streams. Anyway, after appearing inside, Monica opens the classroom door, and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monica pulls two chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monica beckons her to take a seat. She stares down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. You don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must really be determined. You must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Oh, this is a cool thing. This is a cool CG. Hey, you're left-handed. I'm left-handed too! Bro, I was just saying about how I relate to Yuri. Bro, I mean, okay. I know this is just a fucking fictional character. But, like, that's a cool coincidence. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I'm left-handed. Well, I'm sort of left-handed. I write with my left hand, but it's very strange. Like, I write with my left hand, but like when it comes to things like throwing like a ball or something. So like there's fine motor, which is like things like tying your shoes or writing. With fine motor, I guess you could call it, like I'm left-handed, but with I don't remember what it's called, but there's another term. But anyway, for stuff like throwing a ball or like pushing things or like more active stuff where I'm like right-handed. But so that's kind of strange, but I, so I'm, in a way, I'm kind of both, but I always say that I'm left-handed because I cannot write with my right hand. Like, I just can't. It looks like absolute dog shit, and I just know I'm just better with my left hand. But yeah, that's something about me. Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Yeah, but it also leaves like fucking stains on my hand sometimes when I'm really, really writing a lot because of the way I hold my pencil with my left hand. So I get a lot of like marks on my left hand, and I'm sure Yuri probably does too. Monica playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listening to different things you want to say to her. Oh shit. What was that? I don't have a character that sounds like that. Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. It's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But never mind. I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. Then she writes the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Sayori and Monica. That's me. Yes, it is. So, I mean, why did I laugh at that? That wasn't fun. Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other. Because I was so worried about getting what I wanted, but she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So what kinds of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about, and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. Oh shit. Wrong list. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable. So we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them, and admit the things that you feel that you feel you could do better. And finally, you must ask what you would like in return. How does that sound for the structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, one for each of those points. I mean, it doesn't have to be that structured. It could just be a few sentences.
I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized. I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things.
But then if this were me, I would do it. If this were me in this situation and someone like Monica gave me advice on how to write, I would be like, fuck that. And I would just come up with something on my own. Like, I would be like, oh, it's so disorganized and I need help. And then Monica would help me, and then I would be like, fuck this. That's pretty much what happens when people try to help me with my writing, so that's why I don't ask for help usually. And it's not because I'm trying to be a jerk, it's just that, like, I don't know, I just like to do things a particular way.
You're so amazing at these things.
Oh, stop. You've done so much more than I have, you know? You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. And all I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. Bro, are they gonna kiss or something? Monica gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. What the hell? But as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook Monica's hand in place. Bro, they're gonna kiss? No. Okay. For a while, they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper.
Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot.
What was that?
The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being you need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than as insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow.
That's interesting. God damn, this series is deep. Like, if there's one thing the series has consistently been deep. Okay.
Is that how you feel about Natsuki?
Yuri nods.
But in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy.
Monica peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it in closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help out, you know.
It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now, after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I really would prefer others not to read it.
Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but... Yuri smiles.
I will always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please.
Monica gives Yuri a gentle smile. Bro, it's wholesome.
I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me.
Is that a joke?
Of course it is.
Okay. Okay. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. You're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club the same day that Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead, if you'd like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. I hope she doesn't fuck up. Like, Yuri doesn't write anything that will offend her then. Natsuki, I mean, of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales, and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monika nods. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod, and the two depart. Oh, okay, that's the story? Okay. Alright. Shit. Well, we've already spent a lot of time on that one story, mostly because I've been talking a whole fucking lot. But, yeah, let's do Self-Love Part 1. Alright. It's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance. Why the staircase though? I mean, is there no cafeteria? Do they have cafeterias in Japanese schools? I actually don't know that. That would be interesting to look up. Why would you eat at the staircase though? Like, people are gonna be like rushing down the staircase and like they're gonna ask you to move. Like, I mean, that's what's gonna happen. So like, that would probably be even worse. But whatever. Oh, I didn't read that because the staircase is under maintenance. No student would have any reason for coming here. Okay, I didn't I didn't see that. I'm a fucking dunce. But anyway. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. And Natsuki shows up. Yep.
What are you doing here?
I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Damn. It's a strong grip. Well, what are you doing here?
I just came to get a drink from the vending machine.
She didn't take that into consideration.
The other one is out of the drink I like.
Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods. Wait, soccer tryouts. Music club, concert, bake sale. Sorry, I just want to read that. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire stairwell. For far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her.
It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant. Really. I mean, it's really cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, can see how it suits you, so. Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't get either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself dejection. Jesus, I can't say that word. Dejection. Fuck. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. So, the thing they have in common is that have they both doubt themselves, essentially. Just, they do it in different ways. Natsuki deals with it by trying to be more assertive, and Yuri deals with it by withdrawing from people. And so, yeah. But both of them basically have the same problem. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. Wait, let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking that. Okay. Tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes, even without any words. This seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up, with their empty drink bottle.
Are you coming today? To the club?
Yuri nods.
I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad about this stuff. I just can't. For some reason. I don't know why. But I want to. Eventually.
There's no rush. I promise.
Thanks.
So Natsuki just doesn't ever do that. She's trying to be, more sensitive, but she's just not used to doing that. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well.
Oh, you're here again.
Wait, do they have the club meeting? Wait.
I came here to read this, because there aren't any people around here.
Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was.
Well, I don't. But there's no people here.
I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. For yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri were beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around. Why? Why though? Like, what did it say? But it's okay that I'm here.
Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since they all just assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want it to come up again now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point.
You don't have other friends who are into manga?
Not unless online friends count.
Bro, it's a Japanese school. How can you not have other friends who are in the manga? I mean, is it really that? I've heard that, obviously you can't like, in Japan it's a bit different. But come on, there's no way you can be like the only person at the school who likes fucking manga. Like, bro, in a fucking American school, it's not like that. There's fucking anime and manga clubs in fucking high schools in America. So Natsuki doesn't really have an excuse here. And that's American schools. So, yeah, Natsuki doesn't have an excuse. But anyway. And this is set in Japan, so... Anyway.
Not unless online friends count. And Sayori. But that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books. So you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading.
That would be so awful. Oh god, it's really hard to make that transition from Natsuki's voice to Yuri's voice. Jesus. Especially since I already hate attention so much.
Well, it's a good thing that I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with.
Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. Yeah, I feel you there. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face.
Oh, whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway.
Well, now you're just stupid kids as well. But
some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. Thank God I used a pseudonym. But I liked it at the time.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
I got a lot of fulfillment out of it.
Ugh. Jesus, that's hurting my throat.
Out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So, I don't think I would change anything.
I think the same thing about our current selves. That's pretty much... I mean, right now, I'm a freshman in college, so I'm kind of, in a sense, I'm in that position right now. Well, not quite yet. I'm not like, probably in a few years now, I'll be in that position. But yeah, but that's just ironic because, like, yeah. But whatever. Alright, I'm gonna stop making sad comments about myself. God.
Probably.
That doesn't make you uncomfortable?
No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me. Especially someone who doesn't even exist yet.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, here.
Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. Okay.
That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow. I didn't mean to do it so hard. I didn't mean to do it that hard.
Yuri doesn't seem to react. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and then doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap. Oh, she's doing that expression again, except she's smiling. Okay. She turns red and stares into her lap. but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
The conversation ends quickly, and Natsuki opens her book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. The whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of their conversation. Yeah, it was a good conversation. Huh. Yuri, you know good. No, I don't know. Oh, is that it? Oh, nope. You're still a little bit more. You're back.
Yeah, I'm here to lay low again.
Another day has passed. Another day. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more.
Hey, did you buy that?
Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact.
What? Like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up?
I would have drank it myself, I guess. Honest. Hey, it's better to be honest then, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do.
No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that it's a really nice gesture.
It's okay if you don't feel that way.
I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear. Please believe me.
Yuri pauses, then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So, I believe you. Asuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. Okay.
I'll do something nice for you next time.
Please, don't feel obligated.
I want to. I want to do nice things too.
Okay, thank you.
You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice.
I'll do it then. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs.
Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately.
Is that why you've been coming here? Oh shit. Fuck.
Well, no, not exactly.
It's like my vocal cords have been telling me, please don't switch voices, please don't switch voices.
I haven't.
Oh fuck. It sounded like Marge for a second.
I haven't been avoiding them or on purpose or anything.
No, yeah, wait a minute, that is what my voice sounds like. It does sound like Marge. I sound like fucking Marge doing that ski. Oh, man.
There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately.
Marge is Natsuki. Oh my god.
I like being around them when we're all just having fun. But they also just can't take anything seriously.
Marge is Natsuki.
So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves.
Yeah, that's. I have friends like that.
It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the
Oh god.
literature club.
How come?
I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change.
But
Yeah, I know. I know. Monica and Natsuki really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position. So it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
well, Monica and Sayori would probably say something. Well, if you communicate your feelings, they might listen to you. Oh god. Whoa. Really, I really can't do that voice much longer, guys. Oh fuck. They're more likely to listen to you. Yeah. Sorry. Fuck.
Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
It's okay. It's okay. I like listening.
What? Listening to other people's problems?
Yes. Yes.
That's weird. Sorry.
I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? Do you think it's weird?
No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood. So, I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going?
If you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now.
What are some things that you like about your friends?
A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my banking. And it's fun to complain about school together.
Yeah.
They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes.
Oh. I'm bad at a lot of those things.
So?
Are those all things that are important to you?
Well, kind of. They're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from them. And I'm still friends with them too.
Well, Sayori really likes your baking. And she makes you laugh. And she complains a lot. She doesn't really complain a lot, does she?
That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends.
No, unlike that. She's a nice person who cares about your feelings.
Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way about my friends that you don't know anything about?
Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head.
It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that.
I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down.
You can't just compare friends like that and, measure who's better than who. Everyone's different.
I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them.
They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun.
I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not.
You like it?
Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it.
Oh, fuck. Man, I don't know what it is, but God, Natsuki's voice has really been hard on me today. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things.
Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're all like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think.
Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything.
I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener.
Thank you. You're oh so nice.
It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind. I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself.
Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book.
How come you like reading so much?
Oh, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So, in that way, and sometimes feel more real than real life.
Really? It's that hard for you to be around people? Like, all the time?
Oh, fuck. Fairly often, especially in group settings. And people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that. I don't know what to do, and I just disengage.
Oh, that doesn't get lonely?
I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one on one. I have online friends too, of course.
Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books?
All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 24. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Oh. Oh, that's one way to connect. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. A lot. Like, more than anything.
After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence. One full of understanding. Oh, thank fuck that was over. Man, I can barely fucking... I don't know what it was, but this stream, Natsuki's voice just got me. It was just... Ooh, what's this? Finish the side story reflection 2. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I don't know if that implies that she's clumsy or something by her pose, but whatever. I thought Sayori was the clumsy one. Let's see. Are there any new CGs or anything? I mean, well, other than that one. Yeah, there's the stairway. Small, quiet stairwell, which Yuri sometimes refers as a reading location. Oh yeah, here's some Here's some CGs. This is the MC. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and you guys have seen this. Anyway, all right. I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up my stream. Oh shit. Yeah, this one is pretty long. And okay, it seems like no one really tuned in this time, but that's all right. Um, but anyway, all right. So that works just as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Um, well, okay, whoever's watching in the future, but but yeah, um, but yeah. So in the next few days, I'll do the finale of the DDLC side stories. That'll be the last part of that, and then I'll be done with Doki Doki Literature Club. So no more of that, and I can start focusing on other things. I'll make a community post about this later, but one game I've been thinking about doing next is I'm thinking about getting Pizza Tower, which I know that game is really big right now, and I know it sounds like that's just me being like opportunistic, but I don't know. I've just been really wanting to get into that because I don't know. It's a lot more intense, like than this sort of thing where it's me just fucking reading. Um, and I just think that would be really fun to do, like a more engaging uh, sort of format for this sort of stream, for my streams. But yeah. So if you guys are watching in the future, thank you guys for watching, and